all with the username Tiffany TLC Music, all my own music, mostly modern American folk, except one song written for me, similar style. Takes me a second to see who's hopping on Periscope, and can't really see the specifics of who's hopping on. Hello, who is that? Brad, oh my gosh, so good to see you. Carrie, how are you doing? Brad, so good to see you. How have you been? I know you started working again months ago now. How has that been going? Am I right? You were working back again, and hey, Carrie, you made it on time and I was late. Thanks for inviting followers. Hi, MGRM. Thanks for the hearts. Hi, Noodles. Hi, Juan. Keeping you busy. I hope safely busy. I know it's scary. You're in a nursing home working, right? Am I right? And I know the cases have been so high in those places. Hi, Mary. Hi, Juan. I guess they're more at risk from the workers than the other way around, but still, it's just scary. Especially right now with the cases so high. Hi, Salmons. Yes. In a word, yes. Welcome to anyone who is not following yet or is brand new and not following yet. Hi, Timothy. Please consider following wherever you're watching, Periscope, YouTube, Facebook, or Twitch. Whether you're watching live or replay, I hope you consider following and sharing. Hi, Billy Bob. Welcome. Thanks for sharing, Carrie. Wow. Have you been on before, MGRM? Have you been on or been watching replays? Hi, need dog. So thanks for the hearts. So I think I'm going to start with, I usually do about 4 songs or so. I'm on for like half hour, 45 minutes. Oh my gosh. It ended up just feeling like a bad cold. I know there are concerns and issues about long-term effects, and I don't know. That's good. Wow. Whew. Scary. What? Carrie, why did Lily go to the hospital? What for? What happened? I'm glad she came home all well. Thank you for including that in your sentence. Hi, ma'am. Welcome. So I'm thinking about starting with A Willow in the Wind. It's either that or I'm so done. But I just did that a couple days ago. I've been kind of maxed out a little bit. I'll just say our puppy has been like having a new baby in the house. And you just can't believe how your day just disappears. And you're like, what happened? Hi, Charette. Also from beating up her big brother. Oh my God, that's so funny. Wow. So, but it turned out to not be serious, sounds like. Or did I read any books today? Boy, I wish, Abdul. Did I add any books to my read list? Sure. Hi. Oh, I can't read that name. E-M. Hi. I think it says E-M-I-E? Emmy? I can't, it's in cursive, so I can't read it. Brother suffered more than Lily. Seriously? Are you joking, Carrie? That's so funny. All right, so this is a song, Willow in the Wind, that is good for anybody who is grappling with something that they may or may not have chosen to do, but they're yearning for flexibility and adaptability to just kind of go with the flow with whatever it is. Emmy. Great. Okay, I see. And I also see Charette is another way. The username is @Charette. So I will try to, gosh, it doesn't look like a Y on the cursive version. It's like E-M-I-E. But it's either way, it probably sounds Emmy. So I will try to remember that. Welcome, Emmy. Welcome to anyone else I see. I'm also on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. I'm still very new on those places. So especially if you happen to catch me there, I hope you consider following, but really wherever. Hi, Tommy. Wherever you're watching, I hope you consider following and sharing and catching me live when you can. It is 5:43 p.m., Abdul. Where are you? What time is it where you are? Oh, I should have my volume a little louder there. When my baby first latched on, I knew right then and there my old life was gone. No time left to prepare. I panicked a bit at first, tried to make the job seem small. Ooh, but I couldn't deny for long. My baby needed my all. I was gonna be needed like never before. No control over when or how. No control over when or how. When I was needed, I'd be needed right now. And so I wanna be, I long to be, let me be a willow in the wind. UAE. I gotta not interrupt myself. Welcoming, adopting, accepting a willow in the wind. Thanks, Adam. Years later, I can see babies will no more be not just a bad idea, but becoming an impossibility along the way, lost at sea. Not just emotionally, random days slammed with pain, nearly driving me insane. Something in me is right. Something in me is breaking, ending like never before. No control over when or how. When he goes, it'll go right now. And so I wanna be, I long to be, let me be a willow in the wind. Welcoming, adopting, accepting a willow in the wind. When my daddy passed away, I wasn't by his side. The nurse said, "Don't come yet," and said that he'd be fine. I know he wanted to go. I know he loved me so. I know he wouldn't have seen eye to eye, even with more time. But death had taken my daddy, hi Cody, before we could even try again. No control over when or how. When we go right now. And so I wanna be, I long to be, let me be a willow in the wind. Welcoming, adopting, accepting a willow in the wind. There's a time to mourn what's lost, to struggle with what's changed, for tears and pain and more. But at the end of the day, for things I cannot change, or wouldn't even if I could, for things that can be hard, whether or not they are good, I wanna dance with what comes, dance like never before, with what I've lost and what I've gained, with what will never be the same. Yeah, I wanna be, I long to be, let me be a willow in the wind. Welcoming, adopting, accepting a willow in the wind. Whether in parenting or aging or any such thing, a willow in the wind. Derek. It's your first day on Periscope. Welcome. So yes, I knew Abdul. I knew UAE was United Arab Emirates. Thank you, Adam. But I should not try to respond to comments while I'm singing. I've learned this lesson over and over. But it's so tempting. So I said UAE for short. But yeah, that's crazy, Abdul. So what time is it there? Must be quite early in the morning, I'm guessing. Adam, I think you've been on before, right? I love random numbers here. And if not, or whether or not, thank you so much, Adam. And I hope you consider following if you're not already. And hosting that kind of thing. I'm still getting my feet wet at Twitch and YouTube and Facebook. It takes a while to get going on a new platform. I've been on months on those rather than years on Periscope, so makes a difference. So I have to confess to you around the plants that they're not actually real plants. I don't know why I feel compelled. Oh, great. Thank you so much, Adam. That's awesome. Thank you. Me too. I read an article that made me really happy that I started on Periscope because don't admit it. I shouldn't. But when it comes clear is somebody's like, what kinds of plants are those? And I'm like, plastic plants? Because I don't actually grow real plants. Not indoor plants. Hi, Gigi or Gigi. Is it Gigi probably on Periscope? It's your first day, I think it said. Welcome. Hey, Carrie. Don't get everybody trying. But yeah, it is tricky. Well, first of all, I do find it challenging when I'm listening. Oh gosh, G8. What is that? I don't know what you're saying. I see there's a conversation going back maybe and forth between Gigi and G8. I don't know. I'm not sure what you're saying. Oh, good. Okay. I don't have to be ashamed, Adam. Anyway, hi VTube, welcome. So yeah, I'm thinking I've just had one of those days where I don't know. Yes, it is. But everybody needs to know that if I don't catch your comment and you see that it disappears, don't worry because I can scroll back. I have a special web page open that has the entire merged chat on it. So I can scroll all the way back to the very beginning of the broadcast. Hi, Mark. How are you doing? Good to see you. Uh-oh. What's wrong, Mark? That looks like a concerned face. Are you okay? Hi, Bully Cow. Welcome. Periscope is Periscope is lovely. It's my favorite. I confess. Periscope, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch. Periscope is by far my favorite. I like it because of how accessible it is. I'm not doing this for money at this point anyway. I mean, maybe there'll come a time where I am or something for some reason, and I love that Periscope apparently takes very little cut of super hearts, for example. And, oh, George. You had to mention George, Carrie. Look at George. So cute. He's our puppy. I got a really cute picture. Hi, Mohammed, of him recently, but he's bittersweet because I want to be careful because I actually, just like if you have a new baby, if any of you have ever had kids, or maybe maybe you're an aunt or an uncle and you know people who've had kids or whatever. I know, right? Doesn't he look like a stuffed animal? Look at that. Doesn't he look fake? Especially he was only like 6 weeks here. How did they get him to stand still like that? This was the breeder. I have no idea how they did that. But he is now about 12 weeks. And if any of you have been close up to what it's like to have a new baby, it's completely a scrambled feeling. Like you suddenly don't get enough sleep. Your time is just gone. You're like, where did all the time go? And I feel like I'm kind of co-parenting with my kids and my husband because we're all dealing with this puppy even though he's technically my son, one of my son's puppies, but we're all in it together. And so we're talking a lot about like theories of raising puppies. And hi, Cody, how are you doing? Exactly. Like I said, I got the cutest picture of him recently. I'm gonna, if I can remember and find the time, I want to get it on here. I managed to get this one picture on here, but it's the same one I showed you guys forever, and I want to get a more recent picture up here. But I need to email it to myself and then download it to the laptop and then insert it into OBS. I just this has been my life lately, is like, where did the time go? Where did it go? I swear to God, it was just morning, and I didn't, I'll sit down to get stuff done at like 11 when I used to sit down by 9, and I'm like, what is happening? It's just this puppy. But just like with a child, you would never want to give away the child. Like, I'm not complaining about, like, he's so sweet, and he's just like, just lit up all of our lives. But it's very, oh my gosh, this just seems to take up a lot of room that I didn't expect, especially since I'm not really the primary caregiver. Anyway, enough about puppies. If anybody else feels like sharing, if I don't already know where you're from, how you're doing, this is a tough time for folks right now, all over the world, but some places are worse than others. Thank you, Adam. I don't know if I'm super popular, but I am. I have a lot more going on Periscope because I've been on here a lot longer. Lily's favorite pictures are puppies playing shared George pics. Okay, I will try. Oh, Cody, I spaced on Molly is sleeping. You wore them out. Oh, that's, I heard about you staying there and everything. That's so great. I'm really glad. Cody, I had you mixed up, your name mixed up with somebody else, and now I know who you are when you mentioned Molly. Sorry, I didn't probably welcome you the way I would have if I remembered which Cody I was talking to. Hi, Initials. All right. Let's do another song. So we just did Willow in the Wind. I'm thinking about The Sun on the Sea. Well, actually, you know what? Maybe I'm not going to do that one, actually. I am intrigued to do it, though. Maybe I will do it. I kind of feel like doing it, so... or actually, maybe I'll do It Was Long Ago. I think I'll do It Was Long Ago. Ooh, awesome. Wow, painted and everything? That's so great, Cody. Wow. Hi, Matthew. How are you doing? Oh, shoot, Adam. What are you saying to? Because I oftentimes will say something and somebody will respond, and I can't remember what I said because I've talked to other people in the interim, and there's a lag. So let's see. I think I'm going to do It Was Long Ago instead. You said, that's all. Oh, you're just imitating me. Okay, I got it. Why can't I decide what I'm doing? I really kind of feel like doing The Sun on the Sea. Okay, fine, we'll do that. I'm talking to myself here. So that's so awesome, Cody. Wow, that's so nice. I really like Molly. Aren't they nice? I say they because they go by they, and it's taken me a while to get used to that because Molly is typically a female name, and I know you're going by they too. So I will try my best. I'm still learning that. But that is so sweet. I really like Molly. All right, let's do The Sun on the Sea. Why not? So The Sun on the Sea is a song about a special place, one of my favorite spots. In Northern California, the Northern California coast. You don't go there to get suntan. You go there to just be bowled away by nature. I close my eyes and breathe in. The salty air delights me. A gas call invites me. The crash of a wave excites me. A sound like a rain stick. I open my eyes to see a billion pebbles glittering as they pour toward the sea, toward the sun on the sea and the sun, toward the sun on the sea, calling to me. Along the shore I slowly walk, feeling each grain of sand, but my eyes are drawn back toward the sea, and all the beams reflecting. A big wave crashes on the shore, rushes forth to... No, that's wrong. I turn and stare mesmerized, as if in a trance, overcome by the beauty. I burst forth in dance with the sun on the sea and the sun, with the sun on the sea, dancing with me. Waves spreading over the sand, rolls and rolls of white silk, encrusted with pearly beads, tiny bubbles glistening. A big wave crashes on the shore, rushes forth to meet me. I stumble back laughing, it licks toes to greet me. The sun on the sea and the sun on the sea, playing with me. Soon I reach the tide pools, teeming with life, green anemone shimmering, starfish clustering. Slow but sure I scale the rock, bare feet, bare hands, mindful each step to the top, to behold the ocean grand, and the sun on the sea and the sun on the sea, dazzling me. Out at sea the rock juts, the wave hits the foam, flies, a waterfall of diamonds pours down, a seal swims by without a sound. Soon the sun will go down, a loved one will come around to coax me away from the sparkling sea, while I look back longingly, back toward the sun on the sea, toward the sea and the sun, back toward the sun on the sea, calling to me back toward the sun on the sea, toward the sea and the sun. Hey, William, toward the sun on the sea, calling to me back toward the sun on the sea, toward the sea and the sun, back toward the sun on the sea, calling to me to dance with me, to play with me, to dazzle me. It's where I long to be. Thanks for listening to that. The Sun on the Sea. I grew up about 30 minutes from that spot, and I try to visit it. My mom still lives in that area, and I try to visit it at least once a year. Used to be more, but with COVID, we did it once last year. I love, that's the only song I've written where I try to take myself and hopefully other people to a physical place. You made it, William, yay! I hope it's, you guys were really cold, right? The other day in Arizona. How's it today? I say you guys because there was somebody else here from Arizona that day. But yeah, I really wanted to take a trip there, virtual trip there. Excuse me. So I hope everybody is doing well. Like I was saying, I think this is a pretty tough time right now. Even for those who are hunkered down and physically healthy, it's psychologically really challenging. We were hunkered down for Thanksgiving. We did like a Zoom calls, with extended family. And then we're planning to do the same thing for Christmas. 67, not bad. It was 72 today where I am. I'm in Sacramento, California, by the way. And it can get, basically summer goes until October these days here. Yeah, and I know like for people like you, Brad, who are working, out and about physically where there are risks. I mean, you've already come down with it. Was there a breakout in your facility? You don't have to type if you're busy doing other stuff, but I wonder if there was a breakout in your facility or if it was just you, a singular thing. Oh, ooh, Amber in the Sand? Really? Where, Cody? Where is Amber Bay? Is that, I can't remember. Molly said, I think, where you're from, because your whole family's moving to where she is, right? Pittsburgh, right? Where's Amber Bay? Is that a few people had it. Amber Bay, Hong Kong? No, that's not right. Really, William? That could well be. I haven't listened to the dial radio in years. And I'm not sure I probably did listen to it here because there were no other options when I first moved here. I moved here basically because my husband was from this area and it was like a way cheaper place to start a family. Alaska. Wait a minute, Cody, are you moving here from Alaska? That actually sounds familiar. Hi, Vince. Amber Bay, Alaska. Oh, that's a long time. So you don't get to be with him over Christmas? Oh, that's hard. Hi, Vince. How's it going? That's hard. So many of us are separated and doing strange things this month anyway because of COVID. So I guess it's just another thing to get through. But it's hard. Moving is a big thing. My heart goes out to you there. Hi. Ooh, 36 Fahrenheit. It's been getting pretty. Let me see what it was at night here. It's been getting in the low 30s here at night. 39 is going to be the night, the cold, the low. Vince, I love our puppy and like 100%. And I'm just a little overwhelmed with how much work and time he's been taking that I didn't really foresee. And as a result, feeling kind of frazzled. And then something happened today. Something happened really good today. And then something happened that was like, I think it's going to be fine. But like, I'm so frazzled that I'm not able to think as calmly and rationally as I would like to put it in perspective. I know, right? Thank you, Carrie. I know it's been good night. For a song like which song? I do all my own songs, Sarah. So good to have you here from Brazil. Are you familiar with my songs? I was planning to sing Sad and Sweet Memories and then Tumble Star probably. As my last couple songs. So, yeah. But thanks for asking, Vince. All right, so how have you been doing, Vince? How's Costco going? I heard they're being very safe there. They've implemented at least the local one where my husband goes. It's really, he said, just like very, partitions and just they've done extra things to make the workers safe and the customers safe. And it's also this big warehouse, so I think that it makes it just intrinsically less difficult to transmit. It's funny, I haven't even mentioned the word COVID. Okay, all right, Sarah. Well, I do all my own music on here. If you're not familiar, so good to have you on. It's kind of modern American folk style. I have this acoustic guitar. It's a travel guitar, so it looks really funny, but it sounds the same as a regular guitar, just a regular acoustic guitar. It's weird because it doesn't have a headstock, but it's a unique design, but it sounds exactly the same as any other acoustic guitar. I also do a vocal looping song, but I did that one, I think yesterday. You can check it on the replay, or I'm going to work on more of those. Purely vocal, no guitar for that. So it's so good to be with you guys. This really helps me. This is a big part of what's been keeping me going during all this lockdown stuff. Oh, God, what a year, huh? Almost done with it. Hopefully we're almost done with this virus. At least next year this time, I hope it's like a distant memory. Well, it won't be that distant, right? All right, so this is a song called Sad and Sweet Memories. It's took me a long time to write in my life about having empathy for your parents, but also acknowledging your own unmet needs during your childhood. And because parenting is so difficult. Even with the best of intentions, needs can go unmet. But it's hard to not get into a blame place. I remember our house, the happy times in our house, together with my mom and dad. When it split apart, I felt so sad. It wasn't everything it could be. You didn't always know how to care for me. Thanks, Sarah. But I loved our little family. The peace and the stability. Sad and sweet memories. I'm glad glad, so glad for what you gave to me. Though you didn't always know just how to meet my needs, you both mean so much to me. You as a single mom, wasn't easy for you or me. I needed more support and harmony, but your parents didn't show you what to do. And parenting alone is so much harder too, which is why I'm so amazed at the sweet friendship that we have today. Thanks for the hearts. I love the connection that we share now. We ended up close somehow. Sad and sweet memories. I'm glad, so glad for what you gave to me. Though you didn't always know just how to meet my needs, you both mean so much to me. I really missed our times, Dad, from before the split. You wrote a lullaby for me and sang it with such tenderness. Your tenderness, it carried on and on, but your focus on me seemed almost gone. But I know it was so very hard to lose your family. So hard, I think maybe it hurt to look at me and really see things. Yet I've come to treasure what you're able to give. And I'm so grateful for every day that you live. Sad and sweet memories. I'm glad, so glad for what you gave to me. Though you didn't always know just how to meet my needs, you both mean so much to me. You both mean so much to me. Yes. Now, in that song, the last verse, I mentioned a lullaby that my dad wrote for me, and that's Tumble Star, which I sing at the very end. Thanks for listening, guys. So what else can I say? I don't know. If anybody wants to share anything else about how they're doing or anything, I will say this. I don't know how much I'm going to be on the last couple weeks of the year. I normally come on between like 5:30 and 6:15 p.m. Pacific time, Monday through Friday, most weekdays. I message out on Twitter if I'm not going to be able to make it. So follow me on Twitter, by the way, as well as your favorite listening platform, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Periscope, or more than one of those. The username is Tiffany TLC Music at all of those. So I will let folks know. I didn't think I would broadcast much during Thanksgiving week, but I did end up broadcasting 3 out of the 5 weekdays of that week. But I really don't know the last couple of weeks of the year, but I have a hunch I'll probably broadcast a fair amount, but I just don't know. So, but for the next week and a half, I should be on, and I am going to do one more song before I sign off. So Often it sounds like I'm signing off, but I'm really not. So yeah, also I want to say that if you like the music and you're new, whether you're watching live or replay, I hope you consider following, sharing, hosting, depending on where you are, where you're watching. Yeah. So I see Carrie is typing. He's going to tell us something. But I'll tee up the last song here. I have the handwritten. Where is that? Do I have that here? I don't have that on hand. No. I don't know where I put that. Cody, that's funny. Wow. I'll keep it under wraps. Your secret is safe with me. Carrie. Okay, no worries. No worries, Carrie. No worries. It's great. If there's nothing to say, that means nothing can be that bad, right? That's a good thing. It's really scary that little Lily had to go to the hospital. I'm glad she's okay, but did she break an arm or anything? Oh, by the way, Cody, I want to follow you. That way when you come back, you'll have a bubble. You see how there's those bubbles there? I'm not sure if you're familiar with Periscope that way. Born and raised in Alaska. That is amazing. What a big move. I still can't get over that. What a big move that is, Cody. Gosh. It's huge. All right. So this is a lullaby. So be warned that if you are sleepy and you don't want to fall asleep, you might have to buck up and really try. You're new to social media. Oh, wow. Okay. So, did you live in were you kind of in a, cause I know parts of Alaska are very remote and very disconnected from like internet even and stuff like that. So Periscope, I'm sure Molly's told you all about the different platforms, but, it's my favorite of the ones I broadcast on because it's more generous of a platform. You're good. No breaks, more parental and grandparentals. Oh, bad. Yeah, that's scary, Carrie. No breaks, no arm breaks, just more parental and grandparental anxiety. Yeah, it's scary having anybody in your family go to the hospital for any reason right now also. I know a lot of our counties are very near having almost no hospital capacity. Each region of our state is supposed to go into lockdown when we hit 85% occupancy. She was brave. Oh, I remember when my eldest son, broke his leg jumping off a play structure. I think he was under 2, and it was horrible. Oh, this is so horrible. Oh, wow, Cody. What a big change. Oh, wow. That sounds so awesome. I grew up on 10 acres of woods in Northern California, so I kind of know what you're talking about. But wasn't, and we lived close to a very small town. It wasn't a log cabin. It was actually horrible. It was a colander. When it rained, it was more rain than not that would come through our roof. We had a horrible heating and our water was like brown from a well. Anyway, tumble star. So be prepared. If you want to fall asleep, use this as an opportunity. This lullaby is so sweet. It was written for me when I was 4.5 years old by my dad. And it means so much to me. He's passed away now in 2018. Tumble star, tumble from the sky, tumble far, I wonder why. Sleepyhead, spinning round, snug in bed, a gentle sleeping sound. A busy day full of play, friends were ever there. I sang my songs, I played my games, and toys always shared. Tumble star, tumble from the sky. Tumble far, I wonder, wonder why. Sleepyhead, dreams are spinning round, snug in bed, a gentle sleeping sound. Tumble star, tumble from the sky. Tumble far, I wonder, wonder why. Carrie, I was wondering if you were going to share that about you lived in really you had an outhouse, right? You were in for some reason I always confuse Kentucky and Tennessee, but I'm 99% sure you lived in Tennessee, right? Please forgive me. I don't know why I mix those two up. It's probably just. Thank you. Thanks, Cody. Isn't that sweet? I actually sang that in my head over and over again when I was by my dad's bedside after he had died. I actually missed saying goodbye to him. That's covered in the song Willow in the Wind, which is the one I started with. That the doctor said that he would be fine, and he also might have been exposed to something that he needed to test so that he wouldn't be at risk of getting it, blah, blah, blah. He needed some rest. He'd be fine. You could come tomorrow. And then he died that night. But I sang that song over and over in my head when I was by his bedside because it's like he wrote it about saying goodbye to a busy day. And I thought it's also a song. It could be a song about saying goodbye to a busy life. You know, he definitely had a busy life. I get a little sad sometimes. Oh my God, you've got to be kidding me. Carrie. Jeez. That's hard when you're little. I can't even hardly get our puppy out the door, let alone any distance. That's hard. But you're living it up now. I will tell you one thing, Carrie, and Cody, probably it's too new for you to know this for sure. No, ma'am, not kidding. No, ma'am, I'm not kidding. And that is that when you have those kinds of humble beginnings, anything after that seems like the Taj Mahal. So you're really easy to please. Like, I remember the first place my husband and I lived, second place my husband and I lived, we had an outhouse, but you had a septic system. Okay, at least you could flush the toilet out there, but it was still an outhouse. Wow, we are part of I didn't have an outhouse, but I definitely lived in much more rustic circumstances than most people I know now grew up in. But you guys you can win that contest better than me. But I know, I feel it, but one of the byproducts of that I've appreciated in my life is that, like I said, I'm very easy to please. We lived in this duplex. It was really small. It had the windows were single paned, and so this was as an adult with my husband. Ooh, Cody. Oh no. Oh God. That's right, because you wouldn't have any heat out there. Oh gosh. Yeah, so see if you don't just feel like you're living in luxury, because I'm sure Molly in Pittsburgh there has a regular place, with regular facilities, and or I shouldn't say regular, but traditional. Wow, Carrie, what a trip. Wow. Cody, did you guys do that too? But we lived in a duplex later on, and my husband was like, "This is too small. It's this, it's that." So I'm like, "Oh my God, it's awesome." The roof only leaked once in one spot. Wow. We have central heat and air, and I don't have to make a fire every day, with no insulation that just goes, it's like it's freezing even though you're slaving away at keeping the fire going. Used one too as a kid at -20. Really? I didn't know that. Really? I'm trying to remember what she's told me. I know a little bit about her childhood, pretty traumatic stuff with her mom and twin sister and all that, but I don't remember her telling me trout and salmon fish. Wow. That is so cool. What a trip. Remember the 3 dogs I run to keep the kids from freezing. Oh my gosh. Seriously, Carrie? Wow. That's something. Those are good stories to be able to tell. Because I think, my husband grew up in the Taj Mahal, relatively speaking, in Canada with grandma. Oh, Cody, I don't think I realized, gosh, I feel bad if Molly told me this. So you guys are related. They had told me, Molly had told me that. I believe you, Carrie. I 100% believe you. But it was really like they would bring in the dogs to keep the kids from freezing. That's incredible. We should have done that. Okay, so you're going to think that I am. Hi, Maria. So good to have you. Welcome. If I tell you this, but our house was so cold, this is going to sound, you're not going to have any sympathy for me at all. We had electric blankets and we never wanted to get out of bed because it was freezing cold all the time. You're not related. Yeah, that's what I thought, Cody. So that's what Molly told me. But when you said they grew up in Canada, with their grandma, not with your mutual grandma, with their grandma. Okay. I knew, now that you mention it, I knew they grew up with their grandma. What I didn't know, and at one point I knew that they were from Canada, so I had forgotten that. You're welcome. Yes, well, George is helpful that way. He keeps us all warm because we all sleep in the same bed. Well, not in the same bed, but like a big 2 beds squished together in a big room. We're a pack. But yeah, I mean, I feel like I'm just so easy to please. Don't you, Carrie? I don't know what circumstances you're living in now, but I'm guessing they're far more luxurious than what you grew up with. And doesn't it just feel like, wow, like that trauma or that distress of living in potbelly stoves? Yeah, same thing. We had just a fireplace, and then we eventually got a wood stove. It really wasn't all that much better. But what a trip, you guys. That is so cool. So interesting. Well, thanks for sharing all that. That's really, really, really interesting. And I appreciate you opening up about all that. I can relate, although it doesn't sound like as much suffering, but your stoves were skinny. Thanks so much for hanging out with me, you all. Cody, Carrie, Maria, just hopping on. So many others on Periscope that I don't even... 43 degrees. Yeah, in Texas, that's pretty cold, right? Because Texas can be on the warm end. Anyway, thanks so much for hanging out with me. I'm sorry if I can't see all the people on. There are lots of people on. If you are new, I hope you consider coming back live when you can. Oh, me too. Carrie, I didn't split wood, but my mom and aunt would go out there with chainsaws and like, you know, be cutting down wood all over our 10 acres. And then we would, I think maybe I did do some splitting, but mostly it was like I was the bring in the wood, make the fire, keep it going, all that. Oh, wow. Yeah, it definitely can get cold in Pittsburgh. Yes, says Maria. Yeah. So anyway, please consider following if you like the music. If you're not sure if you like the music, check out my replays, especially on Periscope. I have a ton because I've been on Periscope for years. Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch just a little while. Please consider following wherever you're watching, sharing, coming back live when you can, replay when that's not possible. I'll bet, Cody. Yeah, I remember doing that. That was kind of fun, but it gets old. As Carrie illustrates with a vomit face. Yay, Cody. And I followed you as well. So that means next time you come on, you will have a little bubble. I think it means that. It should mean that. Mom and aunt were Jumberjills. Exactly. They were, yeah. They were both kind of, they both were lesbians. They both came out and they were both kind of a little bit on the, butchy end, I guess you could say. And so I was like, yeah, we're going out to like chop down trees and, you know. But I think both of them have hearing, especially my mom has hearing issues now from, I don't think they use proper hearing protection and stuff like that. Oh God. It took us so long to sell that place when they finally sold it. Love tough women. Yeah. They were tough gals. They were definitely tough gals. But you know, now it's like my mom's joints are suffering and she has a lot of hearing loss. You know, no matter how tough you are as a young person, it all comes back. It all comes back. We're all actually very fragile. Yeah. Gotcha. I know, Carrie. I know you, Carrie. You never have to explain things like that. Anyway, but maybe you're explaining it to everyone else. Anyway, I know. Thanks for hanging out with me. You have been keeping me going during this crazy disconnected time, and I'm so grateful, and I can't wait to see you all again. Say hello to Molly, Cody, if you think about it. And I hope they have a good sleep. Take care, everyone. Bye.